long time ago, I started a little bit in drag, or like I did a little bit drag, and like this idea of body transformation and what it does to you, what it does to other people seeing you. You know, like in drag, many times people try to build up and build up and build up because they want to achieve something that looks unreal in a certain way. But it's so bound to real, like physics and simple things like that. So things get heavier and things are more difficult to achieve. But in virtual reality, it's very different. You're suddenly having this open realm in front of you where you can basically do whatever you want. And I think I was fascinated by that. And when I kind of realized that I could do that too, like I could play in the virtual realm, I realized that that's much more my tool than like a makeup stick or a brush. I think like the good points about virtual reality is that you can achieve things, or like even a grade of detail and like a grade of finish that you cannot achieve in reality. So it's actually connected to my architecture work. The glossiness that I often try to achieve is even like a very fake glossiness, like there are reflections or like a brightness that you wouldn't see in reality. Glossy surfaces are very, wanted or like appreciated by many artists and even or many architects or even by many clients, but they are not made forever. So I think that's why many of my effects and filters work with reflections and distortions, because it's something we see so much. Like for example, every time when we look at water, we see like distortions and are kind of like mesmerized by it, but we can't really control it. So I think that's like one of those points where virtual reality just tops reality, because you can create those things that many people want in reality. I think that does something to you when you see yourself. That's why people get so fascinated by effects that make them look prettier, you know, or like better skin, because they're suddenly like, I want to look like this all the time. But I think when it's something that is not playing with like beauty or something like that, it's very intriguing and it does something to you. So I think a huge important part to me is the interactiveness about it, and by that kind of create those ideas of what that material might be or might feel like.
SICF 見るときも見方いろいろあると思いますけど、その時一番探していたのはDOGOのアーティストでもあって、で彼のを見た時に最初の2014年の話にちょっと戻りますけど、最後にして最先端っていうふうに言ったんですよ。でその時の表現はとにかく新しいテクノロジーから分かりやすいその絵画を描くみたいなことまで、幅広くその表現の見せ方をするっていうのが基本だっていうふうに思ってて、それはスパイラルの基本でもあって、その時に立ち上げた時もそうだったし、DOGOはやっぱりそういう街にしようと思っていた部分があったので、AR とかそういうテクノロジーを上手に見せる人がいたらいいなっていう思いで探してたんですね。で路地を歩いた時に、その AR というテクノロジーを感じさせずにみんながお湯に触れるような湯の街を歩いてるっていうふうに感じさせる空間って作れるかなっていう話をすると「できるできる」って言ったんですよ。技術を引き剥がして引っ張り出すようなことには興味があるって言っていたし、本人は建築をやってる人でもあったから視点がそこにちゃんと持ってるっていうのが確認できたので。連れて行ったらなんとか行けるなっていう思いがあったんです。
The installation is called Aida no Uyu and not Uyu no Aida or Uyu no Naka. So the idea is not that you're sitting in the water or or you're inside the water. The idea is more that the water or whatever the Uyu is in between us. And so it plays with this idea that when you visit an onsen town, it is not just about the Uyu. It's also about sharing memories with your friends and enjoying your time. And so it's really more about the experience and about the atmosphere than just this idea of the water gives you like health benefits or something like that. So and I wanted to visualize that idea of that, and I think I like this idea of whatever we are doing creates ripples. And like those are traveling maybe to someone else and hits them and maybe does something to them. So I learned a lot about the art scene also, because I'm coming from the architecture world. I met so many people who are now having huge opportunities because of SICF, and I also got great opportunities from it, like DOGO Onsen, and other people also contacted me outside like afterwards, and so yeah, my impression was great.